Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I think I'm almost sure we're live. Let me just make sure. It says setting up your webinar for Facebook Live. Done. Redirected to the Facebook Live page. And let me go over to my page and make sure we're actually live before we start running our yaps. Okay, it looks like we are officially live. Let me go ahead and share this with a few people. Let me go to my page. Let me just hit the share button. 1 second. Let me just slide over here. I mean, I would just be a bad person if I didn't share it with Reshare Nation. If I didn't share it with Black CEO, I got to share it with my tribe. I just got to share it with my tribe. So I'll just go over here and I'll hit share to let's see, I got to go to share to a group. You man, let me just hit the share button to Reshare Nation. There we go. All right, Reshare Nation, here we come. And I'll just got to share it to the Black CEO Women's Council. Just got to share it to the Black CEO Women's Council. By the way, if you're out there watching live right now, we're getting ready to get started. I'm here with the Jennifer Harris from the Purse Power Network. And y'all are in for a real treat tonight. I'm just getting set up. We're just getting started. And then we're going to let the good times roll. We're going to let the good times roll. Now, by letting the good times roll, we ain't no happy hour. Ain't no drinks of $5 after 5 o'clock. So you're going to have to drink alone or you're going to have to drink at home tonight. But don't worry, we're going to get intoxicated with revenue. Hashtag revenue.
Revenue.
Hold on. Now, look, you can't be stealing my lines now. You can't steal my lines now. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's put this in the Black CEO group. And then I'll go ahead and put this over in one more group. Share to a page, and I'll just put that here. And I'll just put the page you manage. And I just gotta put the Black CEO page there. Just got to do it. There we go. Black CEO. All right. So for those of you who are watching us live right now, you know how I like to do it. Let me just open up the page to be loud and clear so I can make sure that I can see all of the comments. Now, there we go. Now, listen, I want to say hello to all the people that's out there. I want to give a big shout out to Britt Marshall. Big shout out to Patrina Jackson. Big shout out to E.R. Spalding coming to us from Chi-Town. I want to give a big shout out to Classy Chane, or Shanae, Sheila Reynolds, right? Would wake up, rise up, live up. Now listen, y'all know how I like to do it. My name is Trevor Ox, the $1 billion brand man, and I'm here with none other than the lady herself. You've heard about her, you've seen her on Oprah, you've seen her on TV, you've read about her around the world. That's right, I'm here with none other than Jennifer Harris, the founder of Purse Power Network, the founder of Buy It and Flip It Women, the founder of Trade It Like a Lady. What is it that she has not done? Well, the world has yet to see all that she will accomplish in a lifetime. And today's topic, act like a lady, think like a billionaire. Act like a lady, think like a billionaire. Now, let me give a couple of more shout outs to Desachta, Happy Home. I hope I got your name right. Layla Andrews. You see, she's already dancing. She's getting the party started. Gabrielle Davis, how you doing? Lady Constance Hamilton, Patricia Jackson, how you doing? Now look, y'all know how we like to do it here. It's been a long time since I've been on the broadcast, but y'all ain't forgot how we do it. You know what we do. In the comment section, put your first name, put your last name, tell us where you're from, and then tell us a little bit about that product, that service, that mission, that organization, or that brand that you represent. Now, if you're not here representing the brand, that's okay. You can represent me by me. Why do we do that? Because we never forget that we are here for you and you are here for us. And what we always do is people are not just here to see us, and people don't just need to see us, but they also need to see you. They also need to see Ebony G. They also need to see Sherry Godson. They also need to learn about Michelle J. White. They also need to learn about Trina Brown. And so put your first name, put your last name, put your business, your product, your service, or your mission in the comment section below so that we can tell the world about you. And so I get to do my favorite thing. Y'all know I always wanted to be a radio show host. I can't be a radio show host without somebody to shout out. So somebody, somewhere, give a brother something to shout out, right? I'm here with none other than the Jennifer Harris, and we're going to talk about acting, act like a lady, but act like a lady, but think like a billionaire. Act like a lady, think like a billionaire. We're here with Jennifer Harris, the founder of the Purse Power Network, the founder of Buy and Flip It Women, the founder of Trade It Like a Lady. Y'all are in for a treat today. Now, fellas, if y'all want to sneak in and take a peek, because she's going to be teaching some really, really dope strategies, this is definitely a broadcast that you want to tune into. E.R. Spalding, coming to us from Chicago, Illinois, is out there from Black Woman Startup, supporting achieving Black women, transitioning from their supreme career success into phenomenal business success. Leela Abrams from VP, Raleigh Durham, chapter. Okay, gotcha. Right. Got Ebony G. She says, I'm a dialysis, wellness, and kidney health specialist. If I hadn't shouted your business out, it's because you didn't put your business out there to be shouted out. Now, by the way, if I didn't see it and I missed it for any particular reason, because you're watching on several of the hundreds of places where we syndicate to, my apologies, because I do realize that some of you are watching in different places and different spaces. How you doing, Charmaine Anderson? Oh, by the way, we got Sheila Reynolds coming to us from Atlanta, Georgia. She's the founder of Wake Up, Rise Up, Live Up. We help women awaken to their power and possess the life they desire, deserve, and are destined for. She says you can check her out at wakeupriseUpliveUp.com. Welcome, Melissa Watson Gray. Welcome, Demetrius Etheridge. Welcome, Ebony G. with Living on a Purpose Consulting. Welcome to each of you. Before we get started today, welcome, Brenda Varis. One of the things that we believe is we believe in the principle of paying it forward. And so many times as entrepreneurs, so many times in our journey of success, we get so concerned about what we can acquire for ourselves that we forget that true wealth is really when you're able to collaborate to produce something that benefits not just you, but the people around you. And so one of the things that we believe is we're not in the business of working with or producing economic hunters. That is to say that a hunter, an economic hunter, everything a hunter consumes, it's got to kill it first. And so they capture the client, they kill the client, they eat the client, because everything that they consume, they got to kill it first. We operate more like economic farmers. So shout out to my economic farmers out there. And a farmer, everything that they consume, they grow it first. A farmer knows one thing. A farmer knows that it has a responsibility, or that he or she has a responsibility to not grow just enough for themselves, but to grow enough for their family and to grow enough for the community they were put there to support. Now, if you met a person and all they did was grow enough for themselves and their family, we would hardly call them a farmer. We'd call them a gardener. But when you bear the title of CEO, when you bear the title of entrepreneur, that when you put that hat on, let it be known that you are not an economic gardener, that you are an economic farmer, and that you own the responsibility, that you will not just produce enough revenue for yourself, not just enough revenue for your family, but enough revenue for the community that you support. That means that you will give other people jobs and careers and produce transcendent wealth, wealth that transcends your lifetime, but also wealth that transcends your family line. So many times when we talk about generational wealth, we talk about creating a type of wealth where we only want to pass it on to our family. But I just want to take it just a little bit higher. I just want to just elevate our thinking just a little bit. Can we create the type of transcendent wealth that we create enough wealth that elevates beyond our family line? Because we're not just responsible for just our families, but there's a community of people that we are supporting, that we are responsible for supporting. When we cooperate, 1 + 1 = 2. But when we collaborate, 1 + 1 = 11. Hashtag 11. It's about collaboration. And I get it. We've been taught the whole way through that generational wealth is the thing. But when we talk about generational wealth, you're talking about creating just enough wealth to survive your family line. But we do. Let me tell you something. We do things a little bit different as African Americans. It's a black thing. You might not understand, but don't worry, I'm gonna help you out today, right? And see, I like some of our lines. It says it takes a village to raise a child. Right. That is to say that your family exists well beyond just your actual your actual bloodlines. That it extends beyond that, and that your family is part of that greater community. So when we talk about tonight creating transcendent wealth, we're talking about transcending your lifetime, your lifetime, and we're talking about transcending your bloodlines. We're talking about transcendent wealth, that it creates enough wealth that it actually supports your community. And today's topic, act like a lady, think like a billionaire, with none other than Jennifer Harris. So I'm going to ask everybody to do one thing before we get started. We want to pay it forward. Why? Because tonight we're going to help create transcendent wealth. We're going to transcend beyond what we're going to produce for ourselves. We're going to transcend beyond what we're going to produce for our families. We're going to transcend beyond what we're going to produce for our bloodlines. We're going to transcend to the point that we're producing for our community, the communities that we are responsible for, the communities that we care about, so that we are doing not just enough for ourselves, but we are truly making a difference in the world. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. But hello to my world changers. And to my world changers out there, here's the first thing that I want you to do. I want you to just hit the share button. Everybody just hit the share button in the comment section below. Once you hit the share button, just put I shared. Just put I shared. Why? Because here we pay it forward. Because here we pay it forward. We pay it forward. So hit the share button and in the comment section below, put hashtag I shared. Put hashtag I shared. So Jennifer Harris, I'm coming over to you because you got all these people sharing. And you got pursepower18.com coming up. And what I'd like to do tonight, if it's okay with you, okay, I'd like to talk about you got to explain this to me. Act like a lady, think like a billionaire. Tell me about what you believe is the first mindset that the lady billionaire has to adopt. By the way, tonight's hashtag, everybody, hashtag lady billionaires. Hashtag lady billionaires, right? So the hashtag for tonight is hashtag lady billionaires. Now, I don't care whether you're a guy like Kevin Saunders. Hey, today we're here to support the lady. Hey, like Tristan Sutton. Hey, Tristan out of San Antonio. I know your lovely wife. You and your lovely wife get the supporters because Tristan is out there helping to support what? Hashtag lady billionaires. Sharissa Jackson, Clarissa Jackson. Hey, you're all joining. Lyman Montgomery, the #1 focus expert in the country. He's helping produce hashtag lady billionaires by helping them focus. Big shout out to Jen Logan, helping to produce what? Hashtag lady billionaires. Big shout out to Patricia Eubanks, a hashtag lady billionaire. Big shout out to Elisa Mitchell, a hashtag lady billionaire. Big shout out to Adrian Barnes, the hashtag lady billionaire. Big shout out to Ellis Jennifer. Not Jennifer Harris, but Ellis Jennifer. That's another Jennifer, the hashtag lady billionaire. Big shout out to Michelle J. White, CEO of Wealth Impact Nation, hashtag lady billionaire. Yolanda Gardner, hashtag lady billionaire. Alyssa Mitchell, Ebony G, Roger Williams Jr., hashtag lady billionaires. Brenda Varis, Melissa Watson Gray, Demetrius Etheridge, hashtag lady billionaires. Lady billionaires, y'all got the floor. Over to you, Jennifer Harris. Let's talk about the mindset. What's the first thing that today's hashtag lady billionaires need to adopt on act like a lady, think like a billionaire?
Well, first of all, Trevor, I am so excited to be just spending this time with the billion-dollar brand man himself, which is you. And one of the things that I admire about you is the fact that you have pushed women to the next level to become great. You have pushed us outside of our comfort zone. You have definitely branded multi-millionaires in this particular space. And the thing about as far as like the mindset part, you have to know that you belong to even have wealth or to have generational wealth. Now, I've been here for a couple of days with some billionaires, and that's one of the things that I have been listening to with number one billionaire, Mark Cuban, also Byron Allen, billionaire. And they were talking about Warren Buffett, and they was talking about Steve Jobs. They were talking about all of these billionaires. So this is just very key right now to even have the mindset of a billionaire. But one of the things that one of the billionaires said is that I'm chasing trillions, not millions. Now, when he said that, I said, that's
wait. Who said that?
Byron Allen, right? Byron Allen.
I think he's a brother, right? That's a brother, right?
He's a brother, just bought the Weather Channel for like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But the thing that he said was, I'm not chasing trillions. I'm chasing trillions, not millions. Now, in the space of a billionaire, they're already thinking about trillions. But some of us have even thinking that we can even get to $100,000 or $200,000. And if you're going to leave a legacy, you first have to change your mindset. And that's the mindset that most billionaires have been talking about the last couple of days.
Yeah. So, one of the things I really like about what Byron said is that he was willing to elevate his thinking. That he, as I think you and I were discussing, he said he wasn't waiting for a seat at the table.
No.
That he taking a seat at the table. Is that what he said? Did I get the quote right?
Well, I'm gonna get it right. He said, I'm not going to have a seat at the table. I'm going to take a seat at the table.
And so I'm
going to have a seat at the table. I'm going to take a seat at the table.
So let's go ahead and write that down as the number one tip for today, which is let's make it personal. Today we're going to be talking about personal affirmations for acquiring wealth. We're going to be talking about personal affirmations for acquiring wealth. So I will take the number one affirmation from Byron himself, Byron Allen. And I'm not going to give it to us again, Jennifer.
I'm not going to have a seat at the table. I'm going to take a seat at the table. Because the main thing he knew is that he belonged at the table. That's the first thing. He wasn't afraid to be in a position that knows that once you're at the table, you can eat the way you want to eat. You can make the decisions the way you want to make the decisions. You can change the lifestyle for your whole family, but first you have to demand a seat at the table.
And so let's write that down as our first note of the table. I'm not going to say it again, Jennifer.
I'm not going to have a seat at the table. I'm going to take a seat at the table.
And so as we start looking at our wealth positioning, as we start looking at who are we going to be in 2018 and 19 and 20 and beyond, we got to stop asking for permission. We got to stop asking for permission to be wealthy. We got to stop asking for permission to be successful. I remember I was on Instagram. I think I saw this quote is what did it say? It's not who's gonna blank, it's who's gonna stop me. You ever seen that quote? Where did the quote go? It's not who's gonna hold me back, it's who's gonna stop me. But I forget how the quote goes, but basically the person basically was making the point that they're not asking for a seat at the table, they're taking a seat at the table, that they're taking their right position. And at some point we have to make this transition in our minds to say that we deserve this position that we are attempting to achieve in life, that we deserve that which we are aspiring towards, that at some point we have to tell ourselves that we deserve it, and then we have to own it, because I'm not asking for my seat at the table, I'm taking my seat at the table. So welcome to today's broadcast, Lady Billionaires, hashtag Lady Billionaires, hashtag Gentlemen Billionaires. Welcome, and take your seat at the table, because that which you aspire towards, you deserve it, and it's yours to claim. So tip number 2, Jennifer Harris, what do you have for us? By the way, listen, I want to make sure that all of the people that are watching live right now, just want you to do something before she goes to tip number 2. She has a big event. It's coming up. Paul Brunson is going to be there. Linda Clemens is going to be there. Trevor Ox is going to be there. The who's who of those wealth innovators are going to be there, and it's going to be at Purse Power 18. And how do you get there? By going to www.pursepower18.com. Now, do me a favor. Just put that in the comment section below. Just put www.pursepower18.com so that we can show some love, show some respect for none other than Jennifer Harris of the Purse Power Network, because that's how we do it in this tribe. That's how we do it as part of this tribe, where we are the hashtag 11 tribe. We collaborate and we support. We support our sisters and we support our brothers because we are about collaboration. So everybody in the comment section, that she's getting ready to give us point number 2, as she gets ready to give us point number 2, go ahead and put www.pursepower18.com in the comment section below. And for those people, if you are desirous of attending pursepower18.com, the number one wealth development conference for women in the world, just go ahead and put, I'd like to attend. We're going to do something special just for you. Over to you, Jennifer Harris.
Well, the second tip.
Oh, by the way, I know the tip, by the way. The tip is not who's going to let me. It's who's going to stop me, boo. See, I had to remember the quote. I saw it on Instagram. It's not who's going to let me.
I knew you would come to you eventually.
Stop me, boo. Now, I can't say it like she said it, but and that lady was taking her position at the table. And it shows this lady that's stepping up, and it says, it's not who's going to let me. It's who's going to stop me, boo. And that lady's mindset is she was taking her seat at the table. So everybody, take your seat. Stop waiting for somebody else to sign your permission slip. You can be great because you've decided to be great. What's tip number 2, Jennifer?
Tip number 2 is you got to realize is that scared money don't make money. And each one of these billionaires these past 2 days were just talking about how they were not afraid to invest in themselves and take a chance. So when scared money doesn't make money, if you don't take a chance on yourself, or if you don't take a chance or risk that even if you fail, they have failed multiple times. I mean, even Byron Allen was talking about how when he was building his business, he was in and out of foreclosure in like 14 times in 18 months. In and out of foreclosure for 14 times for 18 months. But he kept going. And the thing that he said was business it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon and not a sprint. Mm-hmm. And I said, wow, I've been doing, real estate over, close to 15 years and then working with women in business. And the one thing I found is that a lot of times people quit too soon. And it's all because of business is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right. So let's go ahead and alter that for our Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Billionaires Club, hashtag Lady Billionaires, hashtag Gentlemen Billionaires. When she said business is not a what?
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
So we're going to just alter that just a little bit for point number 2. Wealth is not a what?
It's not a sprint.
It's a marathon. Wealth is not a marathon.
Wealth is a marathon.
Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Go ahead and put that in the comment section for point number 2. By the way, what we're doing is we're just teaching ourselves. You're teaching us, we're teaching you, and we're all learning together. Wealth is not a what? Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Go ahead and put that in the comment section below. And here's the thing that you got to know. Wealth is not a race. In a race, winning is defined by finishing, period.
Right.
But in the process, like creating wealth, true wealth is, in a race, winning is defined by finishing first. In a race, winning is defined by finishing first. But wealth is a process, not a race. And in a process like creating transcendent wealth, winning is defined by finishing, period. And so what we have to do is we got to learn how to finish our own wealth race. Finish your own wealth race. Create the type of transcendent wealth that is not just transcends your life, but also transcends your bloodline. See, generational wealth is for your bloodline. Transcendent wealth is designed to move past your bloodline and into your community. Mm-hmm. And for us to raise up as a community and as a people, we have to create that type of wealth. There's a difference between generational wealth and transcendent wealth. And so remember, wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. And as we run these races, remember that in the race, winning is defined by finishing first. But with wealth, Winning is defined by finishing, period. And finishing is defined as completing something to the point that it can go on without your on-site supervision. Have you created the type of wealth that can go on without you? Have you created the type of process where that wealth can transcend you and your bloodline? And if you have, then congratulations, you have finished your race. And let's make sure we do that. So as we go to tip number 3, because tip number 2 is wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, right? Let's go to point number 3. Come on, Jennifer Harris, act like a lady, think like a billionaire. By the way, there are a couple of people, by the way, can we do something special? Can we do something special?
Shout outs.
There were some people that said they took action, right? The universe awards those people who take action differently than those people who do not. And there were a few people that said, I want to attend pursepower18.com. And you know what? I'm in the blessing business. What business are you in? You're in the blessing business. Wealth is designed to produce enough to support others, to do something nice for others. So you know what? Melissa Watson Gray, I want you to follow up with Jennifer Harris. You now have a free ticket to pursepower18.com.
Wow.
Melissa Watson Gray, you took action. And now, because you took that action, we wanted to bless you. And there were some other people. I'm going to look down. I'm looking down. There were a few other people. Now, if you wanted to attend the Purse Power Network Conference, pursepower18.com, now is the time to take that action. Go ahead and take that action. Yep, there were a couple of people. Tonight, we're going to be in the business of sowing into the lives of others. So if you're out there and you know you want to attend, if I missed you, go ahead, put it in there again. Make sure I see it. And then what I'd like to also, Jennifer, if I would, I'd like to have you go into the scared money doesn't make money principle, which is principle number 3. Scared money doesn't make money. I'd like you to kind of elaborate on that principle. I know there's a whole principle behind it. And for those people who are watching live right now, go ahead and put pursepower18.com in the comment section below, because we are here to support none other than Jennifer Harris of the Purse Power Network. Jennifer Harris, tell us about scared money don't make money.
Well, as far as scared money don't make money, if you're scared to just even take a little chance on yourself, or you're scared to, you just holding on to even the fact that she just put out there that she wanted to attend, that means that scared money don't make money. And if she didn't even put that even out there into the atmosphere, then she would have never known what kind of blessing it was going to have, or what kind of blessing it was going to be in return. But oftentimes women are scared to take a chance. They're scared to take a risk because they really feel like they're going to get rejected, number 1. Number 2, they're going to feel like, it's not for them, or they don't belong to be in the room. And also they feel like they just, are stuck and don't know how to get to that next level. So when you release the whole fact of your money as far as investing in yourself, as matter if it's books, if it is seminars, workshops. I mean, one of the things that billionaire Mark Cuban said, he went to everything. He took his last dollars, because scared money don't make money, and he invested in himself. He still to this day he spends multi, like hundreds of thousands of dollars on his own personal coaching, his own personal development. So when I say scared money don't make money, if you don't sow into yourself, then you're not going to grow. So you're going to also grow at the rate that you sow. The quicker you sow, the quicker you grow.
Ooh, we say that again. The quicker you grow, the quicker you sow,
the quicker you grow.
Okay, that's got to be the next point. Everybody write that down. The quicker you sow, the quicker you grow. Everybody go ahead and write that down right now. Matter of fact, I got to write that down myself. Hold up, Jennifer. I got it. I might have to steal that one from you, Jennifer. I might just have to steal that one from you. And if you can repeat that just one more time. The quicker you sow,
the quicker you grow. Because at the rate that you sow, it's also going to come back reciprocity. If you sow quickly, you're going to reap quickly. If you
what number is that? Are we on number 4? Are we on?
I don't know.
Right? And the quicker you sow, the quicker you grow. That's number 4. Right? And by the way, let's just recap the point that she said. She said scared money doesn't make money. Right? She said that closed mouth doesn't get what?
Don't get fed.
Right? And time waits for nobody. And the quicker you sow, the quicker you grow. And that reminds me, that has a spiritual connotation. What's the spiritual connotation? It's the classic parable the 5 talents, where, one guy, they distributed it. One guy buried his talents, right? Another guy, which is basically he buried his money. Father gave him the money. One guy buried his. Another guy went out and spent his on righteous living or, riotous living. And then the other person, he invested his. And when the father returned, the person that he was most pleased with was the person who invested his.
Right.
And there too many times, there are those of us who buried our seed based upon fear. We all have a seed. We all have a resource. Stop burying your seed for fear of loss, because what you do is you become a reflection, or your life becomes a reflection of that which you fear the most, or that which you aspire to the most. And it becomes a matter of, are you operating in fear, or are you operating in faith? And do you have faith in your ability to produce above and beyond that which you have? And then there was those who just kind of blew it on just crazy living. And that is to say that somebody was given a seed and they consumed it. And too many times we have consumed our seed based upon our greed. Too many times we have consumed our seed based upon our greed. And so we ate the apple. If you met somebody and they ate the apple and they swallowed the seed, we think that person was a nut. If you met somebody that was eating some watermelon and they swallowed the seeds too, you'd say that person is a nut.
Right.
But yet when somebody gets their resources and consumes the whole thing on cars and shoes and purses and just the latest technology gadgets, we don't think of them as crazy, but we should. Just as crazy as the person who eats the apple and the seeds too. We got to stop eating our own seed. We got to stop consuming our seed based upon our own lust and our own greed, because the quicker that we sow is the quicker that we grow. And so that brings us to the purse power affirmation. I want everybody get ready to get your fingers on the keyboard. Get ready to get your fingers on the keyboard. Now remember, the quicker that you sow, the quicker that you what, Jennifer?
That you grow.
Right, the quicker that you sow is the quicker that you grow. See, I really wanted to be a rap artist, Let me get my little DJ booth. But that
so is the quicker that you grow. I got you.
But it takes us to our first purse power affirmation of the night. Hashtag Lady Billionaires. Hashtag Gentlemen Billionaires. Are you ready? Here it is. I am an investor.
Right.
I invest in myself. I invest in my happiness. I invest in my freedom. I invest in my future. I am an investor. Let me just say that again. I am an investor. This is your affirmation. This is your affirmation for the rest of the week. This is the Purse Power Network affirmation. This is the affirmation that we will live out at the PursePower18.com conference. I am an investor. I invest in myself. I invest in my happiness. I invest in my freedom. I invest in my future. I am an investor. I am an investor. I invest in myself. I invest in my happiness. I invest in my freedom. I no longer will allow my debt to hold me bondage to a life I didn't ask for. I invest in my future. I am an investor. We got to start training our minds and training our mouths to start producing the results that we're looking for in our lives. I'm an investor. See, the one thing that an investor is always looking to do is they're always looking for their next investment. Mm-hmm. So when Elon Musk created PayPal, and even though it made him a billionaire, did he stop there? No. He went on to invest in SpaceX to start to try to create what? The first commercial version of space travel. Why? Because he is an investor, and an investor always looks for their next investment. And then after that, not only did he went on to invest in SpaceX, he also went on to invest in Tesla Motors. You've heard of that, because why? He is an investor. And by the way, today, he just beat his earnings report. And basically, those people who bet against Tesla basically lost $1 billion today. You want to know why? Because there were those people who kind of buried it, tried to be safe. There were those people who swallowed their seed. But you know what? He is an investor. You know what? You are an investor. You know what? Jennifer is an investor. Why is she here right now? Because she's investing her time, her resources, and her knowledge in you. Why? Because she's an investor. I am an investor. Why? Because I believe in you. We are investors. I am an investor. We are an investor. So let's type the affirmation, because note takers are money makers, right? And action takers are money makers. Write this down. Note takers are money makers. Action takers are money makers. And the first action that a wealthy person makes is taking notes. And I can always tell when I'm in any room. I can always tell when I'm on any broadcast. I can always tell you, right, who's going to be the money makers, who's going to be the wealth creators, because all I got to do is look at who's taking notes, right? Because I know that note takers are money makers, because I know that action takers are money makers. And if you can't take the simple action of taking notes, you definitely don't have what it takes to be a wealth creator. You can be a wealth taker. And so today, are you a wealth taker or are you a wealth creator? Are you just taking what you're hearing today and just kind of just going to waste it on just basically not taking notes and just, I'm just going to be here to be entertained? Or will you be a wealth creator, creating enough, not just for yourself, not just for your family, but for your community, and creating transcendent wealth? See, let me go ahead and tell you what to write down. Write down your affirmation for this week. Write down your affirmation for this month. Write down your affirmation for your lifetime. And that this is your affirmation until you have created that which will come true as a result of what you're saying. And until it comes true, you keep saying it. And until it comes true, you keep saying it. Until it comes true, you keep saying it. I am an investor. I invest in myself. I invest in my happiness. I invest in my freedom. I invest in my future. I am an investor. Hashtag purse power, ladies. Hashtag purse power. Hashtag purse power. This time that you're spending watching live right now, it's an investment in yourself. It's what Warren Buffett said. That the number one investment that a person can make is in themselves. Mm-hmm. And today, you're making an investment in your knowledge around how to produce wealth. Why should you be at pursepower18.com? Because it's an investment in your knowledge of how to produce wealth. At pursepower18.com, you're going to learn how to buy and flip property. Yeah, with some money, no money, or a little bit of money. You're still going to learn how to do it. Do it together, do it by yourself, do it in the pool. Do it with good credit, do it with bad credit, do it with okay credit. You're going to learn this at pursepower18.com. For those people who, you want to get into learning how to trade stocks, trade foreign currency, but there are those of you who want to learn how to trade. Well, don't worry. You're going to learn that. Learn that. You ain't going to hear about that. You're going to learn that. Where? At pursepower18.com. You're going to learn about investments. You're going to learn about how to actually create wealth. Stop being a wealth spectator. Stop watching wealth from the sideline. Stop hearing about wealth. Stop reading about wealth. Stop checking out wealth in Forbes magazine. Stop reading about it or watching it on MSNBC. It's time. Everybody write this down. It's time for me to stop being a wealth spectator. Everybody write that down. It's time for me to stop being a wealth spectator. Over to you, Jennifer Harris.
So as far as being a wealth spectator, the biggest thing too, as far as billionaires, what they have in common is that you're talking about as far as investor. And when they think about the fact of being an investor, a lot of times people think, oh, it's money, it's this, it's that. But when it comes to investing, they also had to invest their knowledge. They had to invest their resources. They had to invest in relationships and connection with the right people. Because I always say all the time, it only takes one person to change your whole trajectory of your future, your life, your business, your career. And that one thing that Mark Cuban said that was so powerful was that he, at 25, 26 years old, 6 of them lived in this real cramped up apartment. But he knew that was not his end game. But they took all their money, like you say, they pulled it together. All of them were on this same path, but he's the only one now to this day, because he invested in himself, that is a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire. Now, on top of that, he's already light speeds ahead because he's actually started getting into a lot of other investing between, cryptocurrency, and he's actually done a lot of things with the Mavericks. But now he's also hired one of the best CEOs, and she's a Black female. Because he said if he does not know how to bring diversity before diversity happens, then he went ahead and invested. Now, he said he didn't hire her because she was Black. He hired her because she was the best. So a lot of times, as far as investing in ourselves, we always are doing things for our company, our boss. We're putting all these resources and time in that. But now as mothers, I know a lot of mothers that even invest in their children, but they don't go the extra mile to say.
Yeah, like Janelle Bailey Jones.
Yes.
Who's actually watching now, is they created the Raising a Mogul Society, but specifically her son, Christian the Truth Jones, is actually now being featured all over the world. And basically, this kid genius, they call him the kid genius, right? He is under 12 years old and is a master trader and master investor, and he's already producing wealth. And so what we know is wealth doesn't age discriminate. Everybody write that down. Wealth doesn't age discriminate. You can be wealthy while you're young. You can be wealthy while you're middle aged. You can be wealthy while you're old. Wealth doesn't discriminate. Wealth doesn't age discriminate. Back over to you, Jennifer.
So we was talking about as far as the wealth, as far as the age, another thing that billionaire Mark Cuban said was that he started his first business when he was 7 years old. He didn't even realize why he even started it, but he had that inkling to do more even at 7 years old. So when someone sees like this idea that they have, their child may have or their teenager have, they are so light years ahead of us because of the fact that they have no fear. They have no rejection. They have no fear right now. So that's why they would try something. And he actually started selling trash bags. His uncle was like, I'm going to give you these trash bags to sell, because he wanted to buy some sneakers. Now, how many kids at 7?
I don't know. That's a good one right there.
Would knock on doors. He said, hi, my name is Mark Cuban, and I want to know, do you use trash bags? At 7. And now he's a multi-billionaire. Think about that.
But you know what it also says is, don't discriminate against the resources God gave you.
Right.
And sometimes the reason why we don't produce wealth is because we don't have an appreciation of the resources that God gave us. And that some of us are always looking at the grass being greener on the other side. And because of that, we're forgetting that there's value in what we have right here. There's value with what's right in front of us, and starting to see value in that which we own, and that which is produced in our family, and that which is produced in our community. And we got to start to value that. I think of the story of Janelle Bailey Jones, and when she was raised in Christian, and he wanted to generate some money to buy some shoes, and she sent them into the barbershop by himself. He's like, well, you're going to have to sell this, and you have to make this. And she let him learn what it was like to produce his own revenue. She let him learn what it was like to face the fear of failure, to face the failure of a no. But more importantly, she gave him what they had as a resource and said, okay, this is our resources. And if we're going to generate revenue from our resources, our seed, then we're going to have to plant this seed, grow this seed, nurture this seed. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to produce it in such a way that we sell it to the rest of the world. And right. So what I found is in that story is that his uncle sent them in there to sell trash bags. Well, that's what they had. So that's what they sold.
Right.
The question is not what they had, since powerful people ask powerful questions. If we really want to create wealth, what do we have?
That's right.
And it may be something that we know. It may be something that we do. It may be something that we physically have. But we have to value that which we have. Write this down. If we don't value that which we have, nobody else ever will. If we don't value that which we have, nobody else ever will. If we don't value that which we have, nobody else ever will. Now, by the way, if you're watching live right now, I'm with Jennifer Harris of the Purse Power Network. We're just giving you a little bit of sneak peek, a little bit of a sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about at pursepower18.com. It's going to be featuring Paul Brunson. Yeah, the Paul Brunson. It's going to be featuring Linda Clemens. Oh my God. You wait till you see what's happening. She's going to blow your socks off. Guess what? You know I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to be there. Ari Squires, Trevor Otts, Jennifer Harris, Paul Brunson. And this is just to name a few. And we're going to be there for one purpose and one purpose only. Not to talk about motivating you to create wealth, but actually teaching you and training you and showing you the secrets to creating wealth, not just any kind of wealth, but transcendent wealth. And so we want you in the place. And so do me a favor, if you're watching live right now, even if you've done it before, just put pursepower18.com in the comment section below, because that's how we do it. We support our own. And Jennifer, what we're going to do is we're going to bless a few people. If you want to attend the pursepower18.com conference, if you really want to attend it, tonight is the night where, hey, we're going to be operating in the spirit of abundance. And if you truly want to attend, just put in the comment section, even if you put it before, I want to attend. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to make sure, I'm going to make sure, Jennifer is going to make sure that you get a ticket to pursepower18.com. Go ahead, do it now, and let's get your face in the place. But you got to believe in it, and you got to be willing to work with that which you have. Some of us got $5, some of us got $500,000. No matter what seed you've been given, if you don't value what you have, nobody else ever will. So let's put value in what you have, and let's start using that which you have to create the wealth you deserve today. Over to you, Jennifer. What's the number one reason why people should attend the conference?
The number one reason why they should attend the concert, because time waits for no one. We're already, like, our goals that we set by January, which I love Susie Orman when she talks about that. No one achieves financial situation on abandoning your goals or your financial goals by February. So you can't set goals or continuously say, oh, next year I'm gonna do this, or next week I'm gonna do that, or when my kids get out of college, I'm gonna actually, pursue my dreams, or, when I get married, I'm gonna pursue my dreams. You can't do that because time waits for no one. And wealth can't wait. How can wealth wait on you? Or how can you wait on wealth? Wealth can't wait. In a lot of our situations right now, we need right now money. And that's what Purse Power 18 is going to be producing. Right now money, right now wealth. So you can't wait, because time waits for no one.
So here's what we're going to do in closing. I want to give you an acronym, and I want to and one, we're going to start the beginning of this today, but we're going to complete it on June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We're going to complete it in Raleigh, North Carolina, because that's where I'll be. That's where this year's Purse Power Network Conference is. It's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Go ahead and get your tickets for June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. But here's how we're going to end it. You gotta be the best. B.E.S.T. You gotta be the best. The B stands for be committed, period. Write it down. Be committed, period. You gotta be the best. The B stands for be committed, period. Be committed to generating and creating wealth. E, eliminate excuses, period. Eliminate the excuses that's been holding you back. And you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't do it because of this. I was about to save, but I didn't do this. And you have all of these excuses, and you keep talking about tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. But what does come is the deficit that you're creating every day by living within those excuses. Show me a person that's failing, and I'll show you a person that's living within those excuses.
Right.
So we got it. The E in best stands for eliminate excuses, period. S, stand for excellence, period. Stand for excellence, period. Excellence is not the bar. Excellence is the floor. Excellence is the minimum way that I will operate in my life. Excellence is the minimum way that I will operate in my business. Excellence is the minimum of what's acceptable about how I treat my finances. S in best stand for excellence, period. T, timely completion of all tasks, period. Timely completion of all tasks, period. What do I mean? We've been putting the website pursepower18.com up over and over and over again. Have you taken your time or have you used your time wisely? Get on over there to that website. Timely completion of all tasks, period. You don't create wealth by not being a bad executor of tasks. To create wealth, you got to execute tasks. You want to buy and flip property, there's some tasks you got to execute. You want to trade, there's some tasks you got to execute. You want to invest, there's some tasks that you got to execute. Show me somebody that's always taking their time to do everything or completing things at the last second, and I'll show you somebody who's broke. Be the best, period. You got to be the best. Be committed, period. Eliminate excuses, period. Stand for excellence, period. Timely completion of all tasks, period. Be the best, period. I believe that you are the best. Jennifer believes you are the best. We believe that you are the best. B.E.S.T. So it's time for you to, guess what? Be the best. I'm going to give closing comments over to you, Miss Harris, the $1 billion lady, the act like a lady, think like a billionaire, the hashtag lady billionaire. A big shout out to all of my gentlemen billionaires out there. And as we move to closing comments with Jennifer Harris, the founder of Purse Power Network, what I want you to do is go into the comment section below, post your first name, post your last name, tell us where you're from. And if you got a product, a service, a mission, an organization, or a brand out there, put it out there because somebody watching today may need your business, your product, or your service. And as this video is being shared around the world, we don't want them to just share us. We want them to share you as well. So everywhere we go, we take you with us, both in our heart and in our spirit, but also on our Facebook Lives. So go into the comment section below, post your first name, post your last name, tell us where you're from, and just a little bit about that product, that service, that mission, or that organization or brand that you represent. I'm going to go over to you for final closing comments, Jennifer Harris.
Well, I like to say, Trevor, there's 3 types of people. And my mother told me this, actually my dad told me this when I was young and playing sports. There's those who make things happen. There's those who watch things happen. And then there's those that wonder what happened, right? Mm-hmm. So as we watch people, create wealth, we've watched people grow up, we've watched different businesses been formed, and we may not have participated, or we've watched and didn't even believe that a company was going to take, like even when Apple came about, people were like, oh no, that's not going to be great. Microsoft is not going to be great. The internet's not going to be great. So those people watch things happen. There's people that make things happen, and there's people that wonder what happened. So we don't want any of you, and even myself, I even try and take action immediately because I may not get that second chance, or you may not get, like they say, you don't always get a second chance to be a champion. But in this day, every single 24 hours that we have, you have a second chance to be a champion, number one. You have a second chance to invest in yourself. You have a second chance to create, no matter what failure. It doesn't matter if someone's been through bankruptcy, foreclosure, with the whole housing market. It doesn't also matter who has left you in a relationship or left you bound with debt. What matters is how you get up and don't just watch things happen, but make things happen. And at Purse Power 18, we're going to make some things happen. And I'm definitely committed to helping as many women. And I know the men, you guys are saying you got wallet power now. So with the wallet power, but I'm so serious about committing that. And I'm on this journey with them. I'm on this journey myself. I have not arrived. I have not gotten to my billions yet. But the thing about it is, you can't tell somebody that they're not a billionaire. You have to be a billionaire here first in your mindset. And then, like you said, you have to be the best and take action. So don't be those type of people that just watch things happen. Get in the game. Get it. You have to win in order to get in the game. You can't just, go to the playing field and go to practice, but you never get in the game to win. So a lot of times right now, we have to get in the game of life. We have to get in the game of wealth. We have to get in the game of building the best relationships. We have to get in the game of just strategizing for generational wealth, like you mentioned, for our families. And not only that, we have to get in the game for our life, our personal life. Because a lot of times we are really survivors. And in this day and time, being a survivor and an investor, get in the game of your own life. Because, you can bring somebody to the water, but you can't make them drink, right? And I'm just telling you, we're just going to be committed to helping as many people who want to turn around, no matter, like you said, it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $500,000, 5 million or 5 billion, 5 trillion. Everyone is on the same walk of life, which is that wealth walk.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
So
I like that.
Over to you.
That wealth walk. In closing, I am reminded of the time I lost my watch. And essentially, I got on a plane. I had traveled all the way to the other side of the country, and I left my watch at home. And I walked up to a gentleman and I said, "Excuse me, sir, do you have the time?" And the guy smiled, and here's what he said. He says, "There 3 times." Now I'm thinking, listen, he's going to tell me about the time in London, maybe the time in Saudi Arabia. What I want to know is what time is it right now? But he says there 3 times. And I was, sometimes, Jennifer, when you are listening past what the person is getting ready to say, so you're already ready to move. He said, "Hold up, one young man." Right? This guy's probably almost 70, 75 years old. He said there 3 times. He says there's last time. And he said those people who live in last time, they live in the negativity of what happened the last time.
Wow.
He said, so there's last time, there's next time. And those are people who live in what's in it for me now. You know what I mean? So there's last time, there's next time, right? And then he said there's prime time. And he said, prime time, those people, they live to be ready. And he said, the reason why you don't know what time it is, young man, is because you weren't ready. And it reminds me of what Will Smith said, that if you stay ready, you ain't what? Gotta get ready. So there's next time, there's last time, and there's prime time. So you have to decide what time it is for you. After that, I ain't never left my watch again. It's prime time, y'all. It's prime time. It's prime time. With that being said, I'm signing out. This call has been brought to you by Purse Power Network, and we want to see you at pursepower18.com. And by the way, there'll be something a little special, a little VIP session for those people who get there early. If this is your year of wealth, if this is your year of wealth, if this is your year of wealth, then pursepower18.com is where you want to be. All right. We are signing out. Now all I got to do is just figure out how all this technology works and how to stop this stuff. And oh Lord! But I'm gonna go on over to my trusty Zoom and hit the end meeting. And by the way, oh wait a minute, I almost forgot something. I forgot to do the shout outs for the people who basically put their name in the comment section. Let's just see: Keith Martin from #She Conference, Melissa Watson from Reshare Nation, Latricia Simpson, Suzette Vernon. Let me just make sure because there's some businesses out there I want to shout out. Dee Bowden says, "Thank you, Jennifer." Latricia Simmons says, "Thank you." Lisa Camper says, "Thank you." Thank y'all. Alyssa Ellis Jennifer says, "Thank you." Lisa Camper says, living in, let's see, pull it up, Washington. Mary Kay, Senior Sales Consultant, right? Dee Bowden coming to us from Frederick, Maryland. She's with BCS Solutions. Tamara Zantel, hey, from the Raising a Mogul Society. She's out there creating wealth with children. She's out there teaching children how to create wealth along with Tashanta and Janelle. And that's the Raising a Mogul Society for those people who want to get into helping their youth develop wealth, check out Raising a Mogul Society. Anita or Alanita Johnson says, hi, Jennifer. And if I missed shouting out your business, and of course, Melissa Watson Gray from the Gold Bullion Savings Account and CTFO, CBD, Oils, Health, and Wealth. Thank you to each of you. We appreciate each and every last.
A few of the VIPs. I know a few VIPs on the line that's already registered as a VIP because they wanted special time with you and Linda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, check out Doris Birch from Fab Factor has just joined. Kyle Pfeiffer. Big shout out to Keisha Chambliss Williams from I Am My Priority. And Oren Checkmate Hudson. I know. It just wouldn't be a party without Oren Checkmate Hudson.
Right.
Patrina Jackson is in the house. And thank you to each and every last one of you. Like I said, if you haven't hit the share button yet, hit it. If you have hit the share button, well, hit it again. You give till it hurts, and then give some more. Because the person who outgives the competition out-earns the competition. I'm Trevor Ox, Black CEO, out.